Okay, so they're going to be live after the warm-up. We're going to be going into the grand finals one more time for the show here. This is the trophy that they're playing for. Beautiful, beautiful trophy. You can get a 360 around here. Look at that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. And they're also playing for 2,000 Danish buccarinos. So, let's jump into it. They're going to be playing right now. Thank you. Thank you so much for the Prime as well. And for the 10. Okay, guys. Grand Finals. It is up. Let's see who's gonna be taking it home. We have Dunste, JakeRay, Radiance, and SolivaganTz. Who is going to be taking it? The first map here is gonna be Ederisk, made by Whoop and Mime. Sorry. I'm just stumbling on my words a little bit here. In the start, we see Radiance jumping a little bit behind, but getting a really nice drift there, which sets him up for a tight left-hander there on the grass, going super wide on the dirt, not as wide as his opponents there in the lead. So JakeRay and Dunste will be taking the lead even further, trying to get a split away here from Radiance, but Radiance getting a little bit closer, goes for a super risky line there on the drift, wants to overtake at least one person, but it does look like Dunste and JakeRay, both of them are driving the map really clean, and that's going to be JakeRay with another server record with a 50.045, Dunste right behind with a 50.091, really low 50s are incredibly fast to drive, super good first round. Really nice time from all the players. Now we have Solly fighting to get up there again. Doesn't seem like this might be Solly's map here. He is struggling a little bit with some of the sections, but that was a huge mistake there from what looked like Radiance. No, but Solly hits the outside wall. Dunste also hits the outside wall. And Radiance is going to jump back up to third place. JakeRay is all alone in the lead. Dunste on second, Radiance on third, Solly on fourth. Solly unfortunately couldn't capitalize on the fact that multiple mistakes was made in this round, and he's still gonna get that last place. JakeRay with a 50.1 taking first, Dunste with a 0.9 taking second. That is quite a lot of a gap there. And JakeRay is actually already pulling away in the lead here. 16 points ahead of Solly on fourth. So also for the people that are just tuning in, this is reverse cup mode, which means that all the players, they start on 140 points and then they lose points depending on their placement. If you get first, you lose 2 points. If you get last, you lose 10 points. Once you've lost all your points, you're in this elimination mode where if you lose another round, you get eliminated from the tournament. It's called reverse cup mode. Oh, Solly really pushing that outside line on the uphill dirt section. Really wanting to get closer to the rest of the field, but they're driving so fast. You can see just how close to each other these guys are driving here. They're neck and neck. Their cars are on top, inside, all around each other. And it's going to be so close to see who's going to get this final. Is it going to be Dunste or JakeRay? It is going to be JakeRay fighting it out. 15 thousandths ahead of Dunste. And once again, we're going to see the exact same placements. JakeRay first, Dunste second, Radiance third, and Solly fourth. It's been these exact placements the last 3 rounds. Very, very consistent gameplay from JakeRay and Dunste here on Ederisk. Or Ethereal. Let us see here. Radiance now on a solid first place. Where did the others go? Dunste jumping up there to second. Where is Solly? Solly and JakeRay, both of them have made a mistake here. JakeRay trying to push away, at least trying to get that third place. Oh, and Solly clipping once again. And that's going to give JakeRay the opportunity to jump up to third. And Dunste and Radiance are fighting for that first and second. Can Dunste get up to that first position? He does want to try to see it. If he can get that first, it would make a huge difference in the points. And he does. But JakeRay also makes a mistake. And that's actually gonna be... Oh, sorry, Radiance makes a mistake. And JakeRay was almost able to jump up to third. But now... that 5-point change in the lead is huge. And now JakeRay all of a sudden not that much in the lead compared to Dunste. And Dunste is going to be very happy about that. Now, we have Clubhead. This map was a little bit better for Solly in the last Constellation Finals. So hopefully he's going to be able to take it back home again here. Make sure he gets some more points. But I think what we're going to see him shine is on Resistance, I think it was called. And on Granddad and Me. Those two maps are definitely going to be where he shines. Thank you guys for wishing me well wishes on the partner anniversary. I appreciate that. Persistence. It was Persistence, sorry. You're right, Persistence. I think we're going to see Solly gain some points back there on Persistence, which might be the next map. But for now, we can take a look at the score. We got JakeRay 127, Dunste 123, Radiance 114, and Solly on 100. Remember that they're losing points each round, so they're not almost done with the game. They actually just started, and once you reach 0 points, you get into this elimination position. But let's see here. Radiance with an early lead, fighting with JakeRay. Oh, but he makes a huge mistake. And that's going to be super important here for Solly. Super important for Solly to not get that last place. He's fighting really well here up with Dunste on first place. Dunste pushing a little bit more inside to get the momentum for the first place. But Solly going wider. That's going to give him a little bit more speed. Is he going to be able to maintain it here into the finish? No, Dunste has more speed, and that's going to be Dunste jumping up to first. Solly jumping into second, almost missing that finish line. And Dunste closing in even closer to that first place against JakeRay. I think they might even be equal now. I think they might even be equal. And Solly super happy about the second place. That's incredibly important for him. Thank you, Slow Ali, for the 8 months of Prime. Appreciate it. Okay. Dunste is ahead with a single point. Dunste has now officially taken the lead over JakeRay. So we're going to have to see if JakeRay, he can take it back. That was a really clean drift into that triangle of the checkpoint there. Where do we have Dunste? Dunste is quite far behind. And Radiance even further still. He must have made a mistake. You can see he is multiple seconds behind. We're talking like 5 seconds behind or something like that. So Radiance is nowhere to be seen. Solly on a first place ahead of JakeRay. See, this is what I'm talking about. This is the Solly that we missed last game, or sorry, last map here, and he's going to jump into first. JakeRay on second, Dunste on third. JakeRay will once again take the lead, but only by 1 point. And here comes Radiance jumping in with the -10, and now Solly and Radiance are actually kind of fighting it out as well. Okay, we're entering another round. Solly has definitely done well here. And we see Dunste here on last. JakeRay almost hitting the outside wall. Solly still in the lead. He's doing so well on the Clubhead map here. He is fighting with Dunste once again for the lead. Now, Dunste wants to get the lead here because the lead actually saves quite a lot of points. They are both going quite inside, and that's going to give Dunste the upper hand. Also with a better inside line here. He set up better for it. That's going to give him that first place. But we do see Soli here on second, Radiance on fourth, JakeRay on third. And I mean, at this point, we might actually see an equalization here from Radiance and Soli. Yeah, Soli overtook Radiance. Now, Radiance on the last position. Also, thank you, Hardware, for the 7 months. Radiance on last spot, and Dunste trying to make a breakaway in points away from JakeRay. But JakeRay is also super fast on this map, actually. Can we stop that? There you go. So let's see if he can get one of these good drifts here. Could set him up to get back up into first. Dunste also got a really clean one. That is so tight. JakeRay making me shake my boots there with how tight he's going to that checkpoint. Oh, that's a pole! JakeRay with a huge mistake. That is gonna allow Dunste and Soli to zoom ahead here on first place, and Dunste is gonna take that -2 compared to JakeRay's -10. Dunste is going to get that breakaway he was looking for here on Clubhead, and I mean, that is just what you want to see if you're a Dunste fan in chat. Not really the best if you were voting here for JakeRay, but JakeRay still has multiple good maps to come up. So we're just gonna have to see if he can utilize those maps to get ahead of Dunste. Now we're gonna jump into the third match, or the third map of the grand finals. It is once again the grand finals of the Danish National Championship 2023. JakeRay currently is here. JakeRay, the player, is currently the defending champion, and he's trying to defend his title, but he is having a hard fight against these other three players, especially Dunste, who currently has 110 points, a solid 12 points ahead of JakeRay, so he has to fight a little bit harder. Radiance currently on a last spot with 77 points, and Soli with 83. Now, if I remember right, Soli did pretty decently here on Bedstefar og jeg, which means, that's Danish for Granddad and I. It does have multiple tricky parts, multiple parts where you can risk it. For example, here we have a transition into a very outside dirt line where you easily clip the back left wheel into the wall. There's also some tight jumps that you want to get here. So we're going to have to see who fails and who does not. There is the championship title on the line, as well as a trophy and 2,000 Danish mullahs. So there's a lot of stuff on the line right now. So there must be a lot of weight on these guys' shoulders. Here's Soli with a nice start. Very clean. Dunste right behind him. JakeRay also pushing up for that third. Radiance is going to be a little bit further behind, but only about 0.1. Let's see here. Soli going super wide. Super wide. Yeah, I mean, Castro just swallowed his own tongue. Very cool. But he's still right behind Dunste. Who's going to go for the riskiest ending? You could see that Soli got a better ending. JakeRay also was able to overtake Dunste. And now it's going to be Soli and JakeRay to see who's going to get that first place into the finish. It's going to be Soli, JakeRay second, Dunste third, and Radiance fourth. Now, this might be a map that JakeRay is going to be able to overtake Dunste on back, and they're going to go for a little bit of back and forth, but we're going to have to see. It's going to be a little bit crazy on this map, and all of the players are going to maybe equalize and score even more. I'm kind of happy that Soli is doing so well as well, because he had such a rough start on the first map, but he's already come back. Now we're just going to have to see Radiance try to see if he can get some of those points back as well. JakeRay and Dunste first and second. Soli also up there. Might be getting more speed. Dunste also with a very large amount of speed coming in here. See, you can see there, once again, Solly going incredibly wide. It's because he wants the speed going into this section, but I just don't think it's worth it. He consistently loses time doing that. And now JakeRay is able to push all the way back up to first, gets a better dirt turn than Dunste, and now JakeRay is going to be alone here on first. Let's take a look. How far is he ahead of Dunste? He is far enough ahead to maintain that first place. Dunste on second, Radiance on third, which must mean that Solly has made a mistake, and he's just gonna roll here into fourth. That's gonna be important for Radiance, making sure that he gets 3 points closer to Solly, because each one of these positions actually does give you more and more money. So we're gonna be playing all the way up to top 1. Okay, Solly currently on second place. Radiance on first. It's good to see Radiance on first. He needs to try to clutch some of these rounds out. That was JakeRay touching the wall, and that's going to mean that he's out for the round as well, I think. But Solly also with a major mistake. JakeRay actually able to overtake Solly. Let's take a look at the front here. Dunste is going to be fighting with Radiance for that first place. Radiance really needs one of these first places, especially if Solly is on last. It is the best way to get back up to Solly in points. So he goes for the risky line in the ending, so wide on the dirt, and that's going to put him on that first place. Well played, Radiance. That's a well-deserved -2. Solly with a -10. That's going to put them close together in points once again. And definitely a first place that Radiance needed. Oh, okay. Entering another round here on Granddad and Me. It sounds weird when I say the name in English, but that's the name. Oh, Radiance sets up so wide. If he would have continued that drift a little bit earlier, he could have had a really good entrance, but it looks so scary at the same time, so I do understand the hesitance. But he is on fourth. Everybody seems to be driving pretty well. Solly not going as wide as he's done the last couple of rounds, and he did not lose that same amount of momentum, same amount of pace as he's done the other times. Now, Radiance needs to push. Oh, JakeRay with a huge mistake. Radiance is going to push here again for the wide line. Still not enough to push ahead of the top 2 people here. Solly and Dunste fighting so close to each other. Dunste going for more inside line. Solly going for the speed, but Dunste overtaken in the ending. Such a close ending. The tighter line did pay off, and Dunste with the -2 against Solly with the -5. Now, Dunste still has 90 points. 91 points. Oh, it says, remember to follow. Please follow the channel. That's what it says. Thank you so much for following. I appreciate that. Especially if you're a Dane. Thank you very much. If you're a Danish person and you haven't followed yet, I mean, I take that as national treason. Okay. We are now on Persistence, which is a map that I predict that Solly will do really well on. I think Solly will do really well. Now, I don't want to caster's curse him, of course, but I've seen Solly do well here on this map in the last couple of games, and I think that if he can bring that back here, then he is definitely going to be able to get some points back. But, I mean, as you can see, Dunste and Radiance also super fast here. We're just going to have to see how it plays out. We're just going to have to see how it plays out. Okay. First of 4 rounds. We got Radiance Dunste with a early lead. Doesn't mean much. Solly right there up with them. Jake is honestly also there. So nothing can be said as of right now. We're nearing the second ladder. The ladder half of the map here. All the players are within 0.1 of a second still after 30 seconds of driving. Oh, Radiance going for such a wide line. That looks so clean. Jumping up to first place with that section. Beautifully done here. Dunste trying to push JakeRay, but Radiance got such a demanding lead. We're talking 1.5 car lengths at least, but it's also going to be up to this final turn. You got to keep upper gear, go wide enough to maintain enough speed as to make this jump, and everybody makes it. That's going to be Radiance, JakeRay, Dunste, and Solly in that order. Beautiful. Do you guys have a favorite that you were rooting for, guys? And also, Danish people, don't be afraid to spam some Danish emotes in chat if you got any. Because it is a Danish national championship. Gotta represent Denmark just a little bit, right? But yeah, let's hear it for who you're voting for as well. JakeRay with a solid early lead, but once again, I think they're on the dirt turnaround. Radiance will once again try to full risk it. Look at that. Oh, man, they're all risking so much. I know it doesn't look like a lot for you guys, but that is such a hard turn to make so beautifully. So, yeah, definitely well played by all the players to get that so well. Solly might be overtaken by Dunste here. He went super tight for the drift. Can Dunste overtake anybody in the ending? Is that Solly with a mistake? Radiance jumps up to first. JakeRay on second, Dunste on third. Unfortunate mistake from Solly. But yeah, I'm sure the players would love to rewatch this VOD and see all the people in chat voting for them. So if you are voting for anybody, just spam their name, do some copy paste. I'm sure they're gonna love to see all the people that are their fans. So if you want to do that, that's awesome, guys. That's awesome. But for now, though, we got another round here on persistence. Dunste in the back. Oh, that's a mistake there. Who was that? Was that Radiance? It was Radiance hitting the wall. Unfortunately, he's going to be quite far behind. Lost about half a second. Dunste trying to push it, and that's Solly as well. That might be Radiance overtaking Solly this time. And Dunste with a solid lead as well. JakeRay trying to push it, but he's going to take that second place if he can as well. There's nothing wrong with second. Still only 5-point loss. No! JakeRay missed the finish, and that is such a huge mistake to make. And that's going to give JakeRay the last position. Very unfortunate game there, or the unfortunate jump from JakeRay. You hate to see it. You hate to see it. Some upsets happening here. Also, Dunste got the local record on the server, apparently. So, Dunste was driving fast. And we can take a quick look at the points. 29 to 42. Yeah, Dunste's getting closer to JakeRay. Actually, not impossible for them to switch places either. Solly needs to push it quite a lot, though. So we're gonna have to see if Solly can make something happen here on persistence. He is fighting for first right now. If he can get a wide line here. Oh, he did risk it quite a lot. What a beautiful line there from Solly. Now he just has to clutch down here the last part of the map. Left-handed drift. He drifted a little bit too much. That's going to lose him quite some speed. But I think I saw JakeRay hit a wall right there. He goes for the wide line setup here. This is what you want to see because it sets him up for this final left-handed drift. And then one more jump into the finish line. Is he going to be able to get that first place? He is. And that's what we need to see from Solly. We need to see more first places. Also a 4th local record on the map. So well played by Solly. Just as he got into the groove of the map, though, we're going to be switching up the maps. So now we have a Danishness. Now we have Danishness, the map being played. Also a map that I know Solly has a good start on. As you can see, he's already ahead of the others. I know that it's just the warm-up, but still he does have a good start on it. But it's about clutching out the rest of the map as well. The map is truly difficult, so it's going to be interesting to see if he's going to be able to do it. He is quite far behind. Once again, let's take a look at the points. 68 points for Dunste, I can count. 44 points for JakeRay, 37 points for Radiance. You can see just how close these are. Like, so from first to second, we have a solid 24 points. But then from second to third, we only have 8 points. 7 points, sorry. 7 points. And then from third to fourth, it's 10 points. I can count. Don't worry, I can count. So let's see how it plays out here in Danishness. Solly with a magnificent lead in the start, but unfortunately did not get the dirt turn as he wanted it to. So he's gonna be back here with the rest of the people, but like he was about 0.15 ahead of everybody else. And now he's in last. What happened? Just a few small adjustments is all he needed. But he's still able to get back up there. Now do remember that this fight, ooh, that's a big mistake from Solly. Very unfortunate. But do remember that this fight between JakeRay and Radiance is definitely still there. And Dunste is not alone. Like, he can definitely still be taken down. He does have a solid lead, and he's going to jump up here to first again, which does mean that he's not going to lose that many points. But just because of that does not mean he's in the safe yet. You see, only 5 points separating JakeRay and Radiance now. Definitely some close gameplay here. Solly's not out yet either. You don't have to be sad for Solly yet. He might still be able to make it. We'll have to see. He is playing pretty well right now. He is fighting for first. So nothing is bad as of yet. That's Radiance with a huge touch. JakeRay is going to be very happy about that one. Hopefully he's going to be able to push further ahead than third place, though. He is going to be looking to get at least second. At least second to like further extend that gap between them now. And he does overtake Solly. I think Solly touched the wall. He did indeed. There's a lot of speed loss. And now it's Dunste and JakeRay fighting for that first and second place. But Dunste is quite far ahead, and he only needs one more jump to make it in. Dunste is super consistent here on Danishness. And I mean, it shows. It shows. It was also the #1 local record here on the server. So Dunste driving fast. He's definitely driving fast. He makes it look effortless, but it's fast. It is the penultimate round of this map, and then we change maps here. So we're gonna have to see who takes home the last couple of rounds here. JakeRay with a few mistakes on the dirt section, on the early dirt section. Not too far behind, but definitely enough for it to be pretty slow. Overtaking Solly on the pipe section, or sorry, on the pillar section. Avoided them perfectly, got a really good drift. And now he's already up to second place, even with a huge mistake in the start. Actually jumping up to first. He's now fighting with Dunste for first. My God, JakeRay is really, really pushing it. But he pushed it a little bit too much, and that's 2 mistakes in a row. Radiance now again up to second place, right behind Dunste. And Dunste once again getting the first one. I mean, Dunste is really showing dominance, really showcasing some dominance. I did not participate in the Danish National Championship. I actually only looked at the maps yesterday. But I am happy that I also didn't participate because that means that I can sit here and cast. So, and I'm happy to cast. I'm happy to be the representative of Denmark that can cast the Danish scene to a broader audience. And I hope you guys are enjoying the finals as much as I am. Oh, that's multiple mistakes there in the ending. That was both Solly and Radiance, and it does now look like it's JakeRay and Dunste fighting for first, and that is going to be Solly. That is going to be Solly, who's going to get into the red zone, the elimination zone. He no longer can make any mistakes or he's going to get eliminated. Now, JakeRay and Dunste are not in the clear as of just yet. Like, Solly can still win rounds and then not get eliminated. He very, very plausibly could get second place. Dunste with a big mistake there, and JakeRay is now going to get to jump up to first. Yes. Dunste getting second. JakeRay with a new server record. Very cool. Well played, JakeRay. Nice time. But that is important for JakeRay. And Radiance is going to lose those points that he is trying to keep. If Radiance gets last spot now, he's also going to be in the finalist position. Thank you guys for the well wishes on the partner anniversary. I really appreciate it. I really appreciate it. But yeah, Solly can't lose hope yet. No, he cannot lose hope yet. We're gonna have to see if Solly is tilted or not. I mean, it is really easy to tilt. Ooh, that's multiple turns into the same corner. That's 3 turns into the same corner. I'm sure he's trolling. I'm sure at this point he's trolling. At this point he's trolling. He definitely doesn't try to miss it. He's just trying to scare me. But we're back on Æderisk, which is the first map that was played today, I think. Isn't it? And he didn't, not the first map that I played today, but the first map that I played in the finals. And Solly did not do well on this map. So he has to do a lot better than he did before. Now, so I'm going to say that there's a decent chance that he gets last, but he just has to push through it and try his very, very best to just overtake one person. One person is enough. And if that person happens to be Radiance, then that would be very, very good for Solly. Yeah, Solly currently on second. That's good. Good for Solly. Dunste trying to overtake. Solly also going for a wide line, almost clipping the back wheel, but he made it, and he actually risked so much he got up to first place right there. Now be sure, yeah, to not clip the corner there of the of the roadblock. It will slow you down. Only one more turn for Solly to get to that first place. What a beautiful round by Solly. Beautiful round by Solly, and that is going to be Radiance. That is going to be Radiance on the last spot. And now Radiance is also in the finalist position, and Solly doesn't necessarily take home 4th place. Oh, this is going to be interesting. Solly could be taking home a 3rd, maybe even a 2nd. That's a huge mistake. From who? From JakeRay. No, because JakeRay is only at 15 points. If JakeRay loses now, he's going to be at 5 points. And JakeRay could also go into that elimination position. This is what I'm saying. Even though Solly, he was far behind before, it is not over. He could still get that 2nd place. But that is Radiance with a huge mistake. Did you see that? No, Radiance. And that is Radiance out on 4th place. Solly was able to overtake and clutch out the finishes when he needed to not get that fourth. But GG Radiance, well played on your fourth position. We're gonna keep going all the way to top 1. So let's see if Solly can overtake JakeRay. JakeRay is not in a free position. You can see JakeRay has 8 points left. So if JakeRay gets last position, he's also in that finalist mode right now. So Solly really has to push it. Really has to push it. Not the greatest turn previously there by Solly, so he's going to be a little bit behind, but gets a nice inside line. It's going to be up to this uphill right-hander. They really need to push it, all of them. I saw Dunste doing a couple of break taps. So Solly is going to be able to get it up to first. There's no way that JakeRay gets fourth place and goes into the elimination position right now. There's absolutely no chance. Solly and Dunste fighting for first and second. JakeRay trying to push it up. Is he going to be able to overtake Dunste? He is not! And JakeRay now also in the elimination. No way is Solly going to be able to take that second place. Oh my god! And there's one more round here on Ederisk, on Ethereal. It would be such a huge performance by Solid to get that second place. Absolutely crazy. Or can JakeRay clutch it out? It could also be Dunste. If Dunste gets last place. If Dunste gets last place 4 times in a row, I mean, then he's in the finalists. But we've seen Dunste perform really well. JakeRay with a huge mistake. No, JakeRay. Into the wall, but Solly as well. Is JakeRay gonna come back now? Is it gonna happen? Or what is happening? They're both so slow. It's up to this last section here, both. But Solly driving into the wall on the drift, and JakeRay survives one more round, taking that second place. There's no way. So many mistakes. Oh my god. Solly playing with our feelings, definitely. But he got third. He was so close to getting second. Absolutely well played. Wonderful performance. And now we're going to see who's going to get the victory. Is it going to be Dunste or is it going to be JakeRay that takes home? Once again, I'll show it to you guys. 2,000 Danish Buccarinos and the trophy here. It says the Danish Champion 2023. It's made of metal. So definitely a trophy you want to have home in your closet or wherever you're gonna put it. So let's see. They're currently in the warm-up. So let's take a look at the points here. For JakeRay to win, he needs to win against Dunste 5 times in a row. 5 times in a row. 5 times in a row, dude. So, first round here, can JakeRay take it away from Dunste? Can JakeRay take it away? Huge mistake from Dunste in the very, very beginning. And as long as JakeRay just chills out and relaxes, I mean, there's going to be a lot of pressure on JakeRay right now. But JakeRay is also really good at this map. But Dunste is also super fast here. But Dunste, early mistake. That's going to give JakeRay at least one of the 5 victories that he needs. I mean, it's not over yet. He can still make a huge mistake. But still, though, that's important. Also, just the fact that, you know, there's some momentum going in JakeRay's favor now. Oh, you can see just how many times he drifted there. He is making sure that he gets to the finish. He drifted like 4 times, like 4 small drifts to make sure he made that turn. He is nervous as well. But I mean, who wouldn't be fighting against Dunste in the grand finals of the Danish Championship 2023? He needs to win 4 more times in a row to be able to get it. Is he going to be able to get it here? He is quite far behind, a couple of car lengths. Dunste is trying to close it out already. JakeRay needs to push ahead. He is 0.2 behind. Is he going to be able to get closer? Dunste is trying to extend his lead. Oh, JakeRay with a little bit too harsh of a drift there, I think. But he is getting a little bit closer. He is sneaking in on Dunste, but he needs some risky lines happening right here. Is he close enough to close the gap? Dunste will be what it looks like, the Danish champion. Oh, did he make a mistake? Is he not going to have enough speed? He is, and that's going to be Dunste, the Danish champion 2023. Almost not clutching it out there in the end. Beautiful line. Also very, very well deserved. Dunste, congratulations. Congratulations with the victory, and congratulations on winning the trophy for the Danish Championship. The what was it, like 800 Danish dollarinos for the first place as well. You'll love to see it. Big pog. Well played. Get some GGs in chat. Yeah, good to see. Really, really well played. Easy money in the bank. But remember, all the 4 finalists here, all the 4 people in the grand finals, they all made it into the money. They all made it into the money. And here we have it. The 3 victors: Dunste, JakeRay, Soli, top 1, top 2, top 3. Absolutely beautiful played. Beautifully played.